and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. My name is Kael, and I'm incredibly influential.
My name is Danny, and I'm highly successful.
Welcome to our 150th episode. Holy bejesus. Can you fucking believe it, Danny?
It's a lot of episodes.
That's a lot of fucking episodes. That's crazy. It's a lot of episodes. And yeah, holy bejesus. That's a lot. So yeah, thank you for sticking with us for 100 and 150 episodes. Um, hey, not only is it 150 episodes, next week will be our 3-year anniversary episode. So threenus anus. Here we go. Who's excited?
Ooh,
That was very lukewarm. Woo. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want a little bit more enthusiasm. Give me a little bit more.
woohoo.
Acceptable. So. I did some cool stuff this week. We're gonna talk about it. Here we go. So this week, uh, or this past week, sorry. Starting on Thursday. We're recording this on Monday, by the way. So we're, you know, we're a ways in, right? We're we have less than 24 hours before this episode goes up, but that's because we both had very busy weekends. So, um, on Thursday, I went out to Chicago and I had myself a little bit of a poster, a little bit of a research project that I got to present at MPA, the Midwestern Psychological Association conference in Chicago, which was pretty sweet, pretty sick actually. It was pretty cool. Got to present, got to uh talk to people, got to explain what I did in my research, that sort of thing. Um, stayed downtown in Chicago. Both my parents came up from the South. My dad literally drove the whole way, so thanks, Dad. That's pretty impressive. And my mom, my dad could only stay for a day, but my mom stayed for 2 nights with me. So thanks to Mom. So yeah, I have very supportive parents. So thank you to both of them. I really appreciate it. I'm really glad they came up and yeah, so they came up and they supported me and that was nice. And so yeah, me and my partner, we had a project about um, people's political knowledge and what political parties they were registered in for the last elections. That was pretty interesting. It was an okay start for a study, but it was kind of limited in a lot of ways. But sort of interesting, and we got some interesting findings. I don't know, Danny. Have I told you about my study before?
I think so.
Have I told the audience before?
Hmm, probably.
Well, in case you're just now listening, basically what we did was we took 67 participants from my psych department and we asked them, a bunch of demographic questions. Then we asked them, hey, what party are you registered with? And then we gave them 10 questions from the US citizenship exam. Um, and we graded their scores and we based them on, and we tried to find a connection between what they were registered as and what they like how many questions they got right. So we didn't find any connections there, but we also asked them at the end of the survey, who are you most likely to vote for? And like how likely are you to vote for a candidate? And we found that those who were more likely to vote for Kamala Harris, Chase Oliver, Jill Stein, and RFK Jr. Had a negative correlation on like how well they scored. Those who were more likely to vote for Trump had a positive correlation, and those who were more likely to vote for Cornel West had no significant correlation, but it was negative. So there's some issues with that. Um, Generally, what you'll find is that Republicans are less educated. They typically, get a GED or a high school diploma, and then that's it. They go into the workforce. Whereas, more educated people tend to vote more liberally. So, you know, given that all of our participants came from our psych department, that means we kind of controlled for education. So that means only people in the psychology department at our school can you really generalize those findings for. Because we had a large enough sample, it's just we didn't, it's from a very small population. So you can't really derive a lot of conclusions about it. But small population, also the population is very skewed in terms of whiteness and very, very, very skewed in terms of women. Um, College is already female dominated, and psychology more so. A lot of people, a lot of women going into psychology, and um, yeah, it's one of the more female dominated fields in academics, which is already dominated by women. So, and we didn't get a lot of Republicans either. We didn't get a lot of people registered as Republicans. We didn't get a lot of people who said they were very likely to vote for Trump. So, if there were any, then there were like, you know, it basically, it only works for college students, maybe even slightly narrower than that. So I would like to, do the study with like real people, but given, the cuts from the Department of Education, given the just the general lack of like interest in science anymore, everybody's fucking anti-intellectual now. So given all that, I think it's probably going to be a long time before we ever, do any research of that kind of nature again. But if we did, it would be kind of interesting to be cited. That would be kind of cool to like have someone cite back to uh my little undergrad little research project. But yeah, I got to, give my little elevator pitch to people, and we have a cool poster. And I was first author, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm officially first author on a research paper, which was accepted by a major psychological association. So I guess you could say, I'm kind of a psychologist now, right? I'm kind of a research psychologist. I'm a scientist for real. And you can bet your fucking ass that I'm going to be spending the entire rest of my life, being like, as a scientist, just to be a fucking annoying prick. But that's hardly outside of the usual for me. I'm sure you would agree, Daniel.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so we did that. Dad came up for the day, had lunch with him. Um, you know, did my little presentation. Then afterwards, my mom and I we went to the casino, which was pretty fun. We hit the blackjack tables. I won. Uh, I actually made a profit. Then we went to the Waken Bakery and got high, and it was pretty cool. Um, and then we went to Michael Jordan's steakhouse, While High, which was pretty fucking cool. Um, I had a bomb ass filet Oscar, dude. I don't know if you know what filet Oscar is, but it's kind of hype. It's kind of hype. So
There's not a lot of like fish I know by name. The only one that I've ever had that I've like remembered because I really liked it was mahi mahi.
oh Danny, oh Danny,
But I need to try more because I don't go to like a ton of seafood restaurants. I haven't in a while. I used to go a lot more a couple years
Danny,
ago.
filet Oscar is filet of beef, not filet of fish.
Oh, you see, that's that. I guess you got me there. I also don't know a lot of about beef. That's also something that I need to work on because they tell you steak and then they say filet mignon. You don't know
Yes,
the difference. Don't know the
filet
difference.
mignon is a cut of steak.
Yeah, but
It's
sometimes they label them differently. Maybe it's like
Well,
I
there's
don't know.
filet mignon. There's uh, the sirloin, the tenderloin, the shanks, the flakes, the plates, the ribs, the brisket, the chuck, the round, and then right on like there's a little tip of tenderloin. Tenderloin is kind of it's like a long triangle shape, right? Going from like the back of the round into the in between the types of sirloin and into the short loin. And so short loin kind of looks like there's like a big chunk taken out of it. And part of that is the tenderloin triangle. And at the very, very pointy tip of the tenderloin, going like halfway up the cow, is the filet mignon cut. And so it's very small, but it's very like there's very little of it, and it's but it's like tender, and it's milder as well. It's not quite the most tender. I would say probably prime rib is a little bit more tender, but you know if you get a good fillet and you like know how to do it, it like it melts in your mouth basically. So yeah, so filet Oscar is a filet mignon. Usually they do it with veal, but I don't think they had veal. I think it was like a full grown. Um, and they topped it with blue crab and béarnaise. I don't think it was hollandaise. I think it was béarnaise. And then
I haven't had blue crab in
asparagus.
forever. The blue crab's pretty good.
It took me a long time to get into blue crab. Like I literally used I'm from the Chesapeake Bay. You'd think I would fucking love blue crab, but like it took me until this time to be like, God damn, blue crab's really fucking good. But it's really hard to get it right. It's really, really hard to get the fucking blue crab right. Because it's like first of all, it takes a lot to get the meat out, and unlike with like king crabs, blue crabs don't have a lot of meat. So it's kind of, you know what I mean? It's kind of difficult, but they're. I love blue crabs. They're a big part of my lifestyle. You know, even though I'm not, uh, like from, even though I'm not like a big crab eater kind of guy. You know, like blue crab. You know, the big, big part of the Chesapeake Bay is like huge, 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 and just about everyone uh eats blue crab there, and like there's like crab restaurants and seafood restaurants all over the place, and all that, and they're yeah that they're even if I don't like them most of the time, they're still very very important for like economically and stuff like that. And I don't know if you noticed or
Hmm.
if you've heard the news, they're actually pretty good in terms of like uh uh climate change. So it's not doing. They are kind of having a decline right now, but the climate change isn't really affecting them too badly. So it's kind of it's good that they're kind of doing well with climate change because it's very important for the Chesapeake Bay, and Chesapeake Bay is super important to me. So it would be shitty if the blue crabs start to go, because the blue crabs go, then that means that uh, most of the Chesapeake Bay goes, including McCormick, which are the people who make Old Bay. And if you didn't know this about me, I've talked about it on the podcast before, but I will put Old Bay sauce on anything, or
You
not
know,
sauce,
I've
spice.
heard about Old Babe for a long time. I've never had it though. I've heard
Mm,
it's pretty good though.
it's so good. It's so good, and um, most of the time I won't even put it on seafood. Uh, I put that shit on chicken, beef, pork. You can put that shit on popcorn too. It's pretty good.
You see, I need to get more into like making food at home and like
Mm-hmm.
experimenting like with sauces and spices and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I only make like the most basic things at home and then I just go eat out the other times.
That's true. I unless I'm like cooking for someone, typically a woman, I
Mhm.
I just don't put in that much effort. I'm not picky. I'm also very very cheap. So if it's
Same,
if it's
exactly.
my money, like I can't fucking justify it to myself to fucking go and make these like 5-star meals. You know?
Yeah, like right after this, I'm gonna go make a giant bowl of steamed rice.
Yeah,
Very
like
exciting. Very
for
exciting.
for uh for lunch today, I had plain plain tortilla chips and then corn with like a tablespoon of butter, like an entire can of corn and a tablespoon of butter.
That's
It
pretty good. That's
it
pretty good.
it was very Spartan. That's what I'll say. It was very Spartan. I've had a lot
Well,
better.
my breakfast is a peanut butter sandwich. No jelly, just peanut butter.
I don't even have bread anymore, man. I've eaten all my bread. I'm fucked.
Ah, you're running low on supplies.
I I don't want to go to the grocery store cuz I still have like half a thing of oats left and, I have tea. So like if I can
Yeah, I have like one can of soup left. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to like make it last.
ideally I would like to make it to Thursday. I would love to make it to Thursday. And I've got so much ramen that like ideally I could probably make it to Easter. But
I'd love to make it to May, but I feel like the more that I wait, the more tempted I'll be to eat out.
yeah, that's true. That's fair. I can't justify eating out alone. I don't think I've ever been to a sit down restaurant alone. I feel like
I
that would be
yeah,
too sad.
a sit down restaurant. No, I've gone to like fast food every now and then. It's very rare that I go by myself though,
Yeah. Well, you have
because
brother and your brother's girlfriend and,
the thing
like
that
some
sucks though
friends.
is because I always go as a group. I kind of have to follow the will of the group sometimes,
That's true.
and
That does
and
suck.
there and there's places that I love to go that they hate to go. That
Give us an
and then
example.
well, for example, we had a big argument for a long time.
Mhm.
It was Cane's versus Popeyes. I love Popeyes. They like Cane's, but we would never go to Popeyes because I would always be outvoted.
Okay, okay. You know what? I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to say something and I don't know if you're going to like it.
No, are you gonna say something about Cane's? I have the same opinion. If we're thinking the same thing here, I'm not.
I think Cane's and Popeyes are both equally good, and I miss them equally as much because literally the only we have two fried chicken places in town. One of them is a shut down KFC, and the other one is a gas station. I miss both Popeyes and Cane's so fucking bad you wouldn't believe it. But I think they're both equally good, and my mom doesn't like either. She likes KFC, and I'm like, nah.
Well,
It,
in terms of like, see here's another thing that I've noticed like over the years, right?
mm-hmm,
Is that I my laziness knows no bounds, right? So like
100%.
as soon as like KFC and like Taco Cabana kind of like left, like they got I guess changed to something else. I like never go to them because I'm like I don't even know where the nearest one is. It's farther than the nearest Canes or Popeyes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like why drive extra long, like an extra like 5 minutes to go get KFC whenever I could just be lazy. You
Yeah.
know?
I've never honestly probably the reason why KFC shut down is literally it's the closest restaurant to me. It was within walking distance, but I've only ever DoorDashed it one time. I had a girl over and we DoorDashed some KFC. And
But
then
like Taco Cabana though, that was so sad because
I never even tried Taco Cabana. I don't know what that is.
I never ate a Taco Cabana except for their breakfast box that they would have. They would have like a breakfast burrito box,
Mm,
and it would be
I
a
love
it
the
would
boxes.
and
Taco Bell party pack.
it would be a dozen burritos, and it would be three of each flavor, right? It'd be three bean and cheese, three potato and egg, three bacon and egg, and then three I think
Probably
chorizo and
sausage
egg,
and egg. Oh yeah, chorizo. Yep, I was right. Yep, I'm smart.
right? So it would be yeah a dozen, right? We'd get it for breakfast. We'd all share it. That was like my favorite, like one of my favorite things to do in the morning, especially like when I was real lazy. But now Taco Bell is too far away for it to like make reasonable sense to drive that far.
Dude, that sounds fucking killer, man. Like honestly, I wish we had a place like that. The closest thing we have, like I said, is Taco Bell fucking party pack, right? And I love the party pack. Don't get me wrong. I get the Supreme party pack every fucking time. and I can kill that thing in 2 days, if not sooner. Dude, we're both fucking. We should not record these hungry. We should not be recording these hungry because look
Well,
at what we're talking about right now,
I'm not
dude.
sure if you noticed a little bit ago, but whenever you asked me a question, it took a while to respond. It's because I was chewing my sandwich.
I hope you fucking choke on it, you son of a bitch.
My peanut butter sandwich. Like what? Like you were talking for like a solid
I hope
five,
it
ten
gives you.
minutes
I hope it gives
without
you
saying a
fucking
single
food
thing to me,
poisoning.
and then all of a sudden you were like, "Right, Danny," and I was like, "Why now?"
I hope you get fucking food poisoning from your fucking peanut butter sandwich, you son of a bitch. I hate you. I fucking hate you.
No, but
I.
like kind of going back to like the group thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's I think that for me, I don't like to go to like a sit down restaurant by myself, kind of like how you were saying.
Yeah, it's weird. It feels really weird.
And whenever I was in a relationship, it was a little bit easier, right? Because then I would choose a restaurant that I liked half the time, in theory, right?
In theory, yeah.
Right. But as a group, if I'm the only one that likes like a restaurant, it's even worse with sit down restaurants, right? Because we don't go to those nearly as often.
Yeah.
So whenever we do go to one, I get outvoted, and I don't get another opportunity for a long time. Then I get outvoted again.
I think the trick here is to find something like make yourself part of the majority on one restaurant, right? So like whenever you're about to go out, find something that, say you're going out with Dylan and, Dylan's girlfriend and then like Andreas, right? Say you're going out with like those three guys. Maybe find something that like I don't know. I hate to pick on Young Money here, but maybe pick something that like Monica doesn't like, and then be like, but something that you and Dylan and Andreas all like, right? So that's the thing, is to just fucking use the power of suggestion. You be like, hey, we should go here, right? You gotta be on the ball though. You gotta be like ready to go, and you gotta be like, hey, let's go here, and you know everyone's like, yeah, no, that's a good idea because everyone's hungry. They'll start thinking about it, they'll start visualizing it, and then they'll start, tasting it in their mouths, and you'll be like, hell yeah. So now everyone's thinking about the thing that you suggested. You, Dylan, and Andreas like this, but Monica doesn't, or maybe you, Dylan, and Monica like it, but Andreas doesn't, or something like that. You always got to be proactive. You always got to be whenever the group is trying to do something. You got to be proactive, and it helps most of the time because most people aren't too picky, and bringing up an idea that they like is going to make them hungrier, and it's going to make them less likely to disagree. So I think that's your strategy right
It
there.
well, see, like that's good, and I feel like like most of the time I can find a restaurant that I like, and I can kind of like persuade them a little bit, especially when there's like a tiebreaker happening.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is whenever it's a restaurant that like I like, or like they don't like for some reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
For example, I really wanted to back whenever I was in a relationship, I really wanted to go to this place called Papados or Papadoos. You know
Mm-hmm.
that?
Never heard of it.
It's a seafood restaurant. It's like an up end seafood restaurant, right? But
Okay.
that's where I had the mahi mahi. That was really really good,
Okay.
right? And you know, Monica and Dylan both are willing to spend their money on just about anything. But as soon as
Except
it
seafood.
comes, except for food, is the funny thing, right? Like
Just
they'll
food in
spend.
general. Damn.
Well, the thing is, right? Like they'll go to like a concert. They'll buy a ticket for $1,000, $900,
Jesus
crazy
Christ.
numbers.
Who's? I don't. I can't think of like. I can think of maybe like three bands that are worth spending $1,000 to go see.
Maybe it was two tickets, but still, like that's the like towards those numbers, right? I don't know the exact numbers. I just remember when they told me it sounded
Even
like way
then,
too much.
even then, there's like two bands that are worth spending that much money on, and the first one, half of them are dead, and the other one, you know, the fucking Rolling Stones. I'm pretty sure half of them are dead as well. So not exactly, you know, springing that much money for Sabrina Carpenter or fucking T Swizzle, right? No way in hell I'm spending that much money to go see.
Well, exactly. It's funny you mentioned Sabrina Carpenter. That's a very it's very interesting.
They
But
spent that much money to go see Sabrina Carpenter, really?
I think that they went to go see Sabrina, and they also went to go see Olivia at a different point. Both times I thought it was way too expensive, but they did it, and I was like, you know what? That's fine. That's great.
Dude,
I take
for
them to this
five hundred
restaurant with me.
dollars, Sabrina better take me out to
Out of
dinner
mine.
afterwards, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about how.
Do you want to see that next Thursday?
Not really.
Okay.
Hi, Pill
Um,
Dickle.
he was asking me if I wanted to go see a Star Wars movie, and I was like, nah.
Oh yeah, it's 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, that sounds about right. Can you believe that that's my first like memory is 20 years old now? What the fuck? I'm old as shit, dude. I'm old
Yeah.
as fucking dirt. God damn.
But where was oh yeah, so
They don't like to
I
spend money on food.
I take them to this restaurant, right? They see that the appetizer well, first of all, they see that all the plates are like $40 to $50, right?
Not even that bad for seafood.
Which is for seafood, it is going to be a little bit more pricey, but like I said, this is like a nice, like, classier place. It's not like suit and tie classy, but it's like, like
It's
around like that
polo
40.
shirt, business casual, classy.
Yeah, it's like $40 to $50 is like a, that's a pretty, decent seafood place, I would think, right? And there's lots of food there that I've had that I've loved so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get in there, they order an appetizer, and then they just dip, and I'm just like, what the heck, guys? Like, they didn't even stay for the food. They chickened out halfway through. They were just like, nah, these prices are too expensive for me. And this is definitely after the concerts too. So I was like, what are y'all talking about? Too expensive for you?
I think the difference here is that they like to spend their monies on like memories, and you like to spend yours on more momentary, moment to moment pleasures, right? Like they're willing to delay gratification and spend their money on something that they're gonna remember. They're gonna remember seeing Sabrina Carpenter for the rest of their lives. Like they're gonna.
No, they won't. Let's not lie to ourselves.
I've heard that the fucking espresso tour was kind of fucking hype. I
Yeah, sure, but I remember the mahi mahi, and it was, oh my god, so good.
But like you're done with the mahi mahi in like 10 minutes,
Well,
right?
the problem is the mahi mahi was like seasonal, so I don't know when it's coming back. I also don't ever get to go because I'm not gonna go sit at Papa Joe's by myself.
Well, Danny, maybe you should try getting bitches. I feel like that's the fucking moral of this story is try getting bitches, Danny.
And it's doubly worse whenever Andreas is there because Andreas is just as cheap.
That sounds like him. That sounds
Yeah,
like him. He looks like he doesn't spend a lot of money. Like he just has that vibe about him where he's just like fucking if he got his arm cut off, instead of going to the hospital, he'd fucking grab a road flare, cauterize the wound, and go back to work. He'd
because
be like, it'll be fine.
I feel like for me and you, right? We're frugal, we're not gonna be wasting money, you know what I mean, right? But we can
Oh yeah,
still
no.
we can still enjoy, some nice things every now and then, not feel guilty about it. I feel like
I mean, we are
for
going
some
on a fucking
people,
fancy ass cruise up to Alaska this summer. I feel like, that's pretty self evident. Yeah.
exactly. There's some people that I know in my life, right, that have so much money, kind of like how, like, in the story, like Dylan and Monica, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no matter how much money they have, if anything's like a little too expensive, they're just like, no, I can't. Like they don't have like this huge surplus.
Well, I mean, Dylan hasn't really been working, has he? I feel like
Well,
there
no,
might be.
this is a story. Like I said, this is whenever I was in the relationship. So this is a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
This was when he was working. This is whenever I was working too. Because I am getting a job this summer, but I haven't been working for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He also did apply. The thing is, from what I understand is he applied through a friend at the company, but the hiring person like travels a lot, so it's it's kind of just been halted until they get back. I guess I don't know where they're at.
That doesn't seem very efficient or
Yeah,
effective.
I've been to like the office before of our friend who works there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a ghost town. There's like at least 60% of the cubicles are empty, and I'm thinking to myself, how does this work?
Yeah, they need to downsize. What the fuck? Their
I was
building is
like,
way too big for them.
exactly, right. But I was thinking, I was like, I guess you can find a cubicle real easily, if you get hired,
Yeah.
anyone,
You
you
know,
just take your pick.
yeah. I mean, I don't say this um often, but there is such a thing as too big, right? I don't usually like to sabotage myself like that, if you know what I mean. But yeah, there's definitely such a thing as too big. Um, and yeah, why spend all your money on that? Fucking, you know, not use half of it, right? That's just a shitty fucking use of money. So yeah, definitely don't do that. But anywho, yeah, definitely, always be efficient, right? Like that's what we are, right? You and me, we're not frugal, but we're not fucking
Well, I
spending our
think
money on everything. We're
there's a
fucking
balance to it,
yeah,
right? Like I'm not going to be going out to eat twice a day every day, or even every day in general. I go out to eat once a week max.
I
Twice
if
a week
that for me.
occasionally, you know what I mean, right?
I'm like once a month,
But
right?
that's because like it's the weekend, I'm with the people, it makes sense, right?
Yeah. And
It's
I mean
also it's also like part of the social experience as well, right? It's not just for the food. It's a little bit of both.
yeah, and I will say I used to go out more often, but something that it actually did happen this week that I want to get into, before we get into the ad break is my roommate moved out unexpectedly for the
Mm,
rest of the semester. Yeah, and so I guess for the rest of the summer too, because he won't be here and I won't be here. So that's kind of
very unexpected.
yeah, it sucks. It's yeah, just because he was fucking here through Ramadan and we barely saw each other because his sleep schedule changes. Um, and like we wouldn't eat together because he couldn't eat until sundown. And, and so like right after that, fucking, uh, you know, right when he's like, back again, right, he has to leave like midway through April. So, now like I was saying, right, I don't want to go out alone and you don't want to go out alone, right? But since, you're
My
not in a
God, we
relationship
should go
anymore,
out together.
yeah, come up to
It
fucking
all
Illinois. Come up to
makes
fucking
so much
Illinois.
sense.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Come on
wanna
up
go
to Illinois.
to you wanna go to this bar that I live by? It's like a country bar.
I do have the boots and the hat
That's like the
and
one
the
thing I'm missing
shirt.
is the boots. I have like a shirt, I have the hat, I just need
You
the
can't
boots.
wear the hat without the boots, Danny. You can't wear the hat with
Ye-
fucking sneakers, dude.
I don't. Well, you can. I just take pictures waist up. People don't have to know in the pictures.
But are you not trying to pick up fucking cowgirl chicks? Come on. Don't be a pussy. You
When you
know?
see when I get the boots, then
Then you'll
we'll worry about
finally be 5'7" if you get a 3-inch heel. There you go.
that. No, that's incorrect.
Sorry, you'll be 5'6". I wanted to be generous for you, Danny. I wanted to be generous for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't want to yuck your yum. You know what I mean?
Are you
But
gonna get on the? Are you gonna get on the bull?
hmm
You're gonna get on the bull. You're gonna fall off. Or you're gonna.
I do have a video of my roommate doing that. Actually, they're gonna be doing rodeo night on not this Friday, but next Friday at my local bar. Fuck, that means they won't have the fucking dance floor open. God damn it. That's so honestly, you know what I've learned? I've learned that like if you get enough drink in me, I'll fucking dance to fucking anything. You got to get a lot of drink in me, but I'll fucking do it. And I used to go with my fucking with Mo, my roommate, and we used to fucking go out and have a good time. Almost every weekend we would go out at least one night a fucking week, and I used up a lot of my fucking money doing that. But we would always fucking go and fucking hang out. Um, but then he had Ramadan, and then he fucking left. So now I go with my friend Lily, the if you guys remember the lesbian cargo jeans, that's her. So I go out with her and her girlfriend and her friend group, and yeah, and we fucking hang out and do that, and yeah, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same. You know, because I remember this one time. I think we were celebrating my one of my big videos had just come out, and I was making a shit ton of money from it. Like I got like a shit ton of views, and I was like, dude, I'm fucking rich tonight. I'm going out and we're fucking partying. And so it was like mid-February, cold as balls outside, but I got about 10 shots of Fireball in me. And we danced all night on the fucking dance floor, and we went home at 2 in the morning, and it was awesome. It was fucking sick. So that was fun, and it was, yeah. And so I missed that because now he's not here for the rest of the semester and for the rest of the summer. And I don't even know if he's coming back afterwards. I hope so, you know, but like, you know, it sucks, you know, and I'm sure you feel the same way, you know, that now that you're single and nobody wants to touch your penis. Um,
You know, I have been like there is something nice about being single. You know, I don't gotta. There's some things I don't gotta worry about, but it is nice to have kind of just have somebody to do things with. I've been
yes, like touching
finding
your penis. Yes, Danny, we know.
I've been finding like friends every now and then, but you know,
Yeah,
I
like
have
the
to kind
one
of
whose
push.
dad shot at you. Are there any updates on that, by the way?
Hmm. I think she's like out of town for work right now, so I haven't seen her in a minute. But we went to volleyball, I think last weekend.
Is she tall?
Not really.
I'm not compared to me, compared to you.
No.
Then how the fuck she play volleyball?
Uh, you know you can hit the ball.
All the volleyball players I know are really tall. There's this my adopted brother who you're gonna meet in June. He's pretty tall. Um, he also fucking beefed the fuck up. When he played volleyball, he was really skinny. He was skinny as a beanpole. He's fucking jacked now. He's beefed up. That man's been hitting fucking human growth hormone. He's fucking jacked now. He's like, he went from like real fucking skinny. He's fucking jacked now. But yeah, no, he's pretty tall. There's this girl in a couple of my classes. She's on the volleyball team. She's pretty tall. Um, yeah, fucking volleyball players got to be tall, and you're like 5'3" on a good day. So, you know, I doubt your effectiveness on the team. I don't think you're going to be going pro anytime soon. Is all I'm gonna say.
No, it's all right because what I do is I build up the sand around my position. That way I have an elevation.
I think. Do they play volleyball in the sand at the Olympics, or do they do it on a court?
Well, I don't do court volleyball, so it doesn't really matter to me. I
But
don't
then you're
know.
never gonna go pro. You're only playing in the fucking Top Gun Kenny Loggins league. Playing, playing with the boys. One of life's simple joys is the boys. That's you, because you're gay.
I'm all right. I'm all right at volleyball. I'm not trying to go pro though. To be honest, I'm not even as big of a fan of volleyball as Dylan and Monica are. They're the ones that are like super into it. It's just it's nice to
Monica's not that tall either. What the fuck?
yeah, she gets involved. She gets involved. I think she's more there for the social aspect. Dylan's more there for like the competitive aspect, you
He
know.
is very competitive. He's very competitive.
And I'll go along and I have a good time, but it's like the same people every single time, and like they're cool. I'm not like
Yeah.
super good friends with
And
them.
you get to
And
hang out with that one friend without her dad shooting at you. So, you know, kind of a win-win there, am I right?
yeah, she's cool. Like I said, like we played with her. She did all right. She's not very good at volleyball, but she's getting better.
All right, fair enough. Well, speaking of things that we're getting better at, we're gonna read some ads for you. Then we're gonna come back, and you know we have a tradition on here. We play this every once in a while, and since you know it's episode 150, we're gonna make it a little special for you. We're gonna be playing the Newlywed Game here in a bit, so we'll be right back after the ad break. If you're only on the $3 tier on Patreon, and you're listening to this, consider joining the $5 tier. You get to listen to the next one early and ad free. But yeah, here we go. We'll see you in a minute. This podcast is sponsored by Amanda Redwine, your no nonsense talk therapist and parent coach. serving individuals and couples in both Illinois and Florida for counseling/therapy, as well as worldwide for parent coaching. Amanda's specialty is working with teens and young adults, as well as their family systems. Amanda has extensive experience working with youth who identify on the LGBTQIA+ spectrum. She has also done couples work based on a foundation of the Gottman method. She brings a light, no-nonsense approach to treatment that is approachable and empathetic. She is unflappable and makes her clients comfortable from the very beginning. Find out more at www.amandaredwine.com. That's AmandaRedwine.com. Thank you again for sponsoring this episode, and back to the show. All right, we're back. It's time to play the Newlywed Game. Here we go. Danny, I've got 10 questions for you. You've got 10 answers. I've got 10 answers. Let's see who knows each other better. Are you ready?
Sure thing.
All right. Question number 1. What do you wear to bed?
Am I answering or
You're asking I want to hear your answer for me, and then I'll say my answer for you. So what do you think I wear to bed?
I think you wear clothes to bed, probably shorts if I had to guess. That's what I think.
Final answer, shorts.
Maybe a shirt too.
Final answer, shorts and maybe a shirt. That is wrong, incorrect. I wrote, and I quote, boxers and that's it. So
that's pretty close, I guess. You know, I should have not included the shirt. I had a feeling the shirt was a trap.
No, the shorts don't count either.
It's the same kind of vibe as the boxers, though. You know,
I can't walk outside of the house in boxers. I can walk outside of the house in shorts. Not the same vibe.
Well, maybe you're just. I feel like if you wanted to, you could. You know,
it would be indecent exposure. Then again, I'm wearing gray sweatpants right now, and you can basically see everything. So kind of not all that much different. All right. And I think you're a big clothes sleeper. I think you're a shorts and a shirt kind of guy. I don't think you're I think you're a never nude, to be honest.
like the guy
like
from
Tobias,
Arrested Development.
Yes. Yeah, like Tobias Fugate. Yes.
That's like the first thing I thought too. Is Never Nude from that show?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if they made that up or if that was actually a real thing.
I don't know. But it's funny. So, final answer. You're a never nude.
I am not a Never Nude, but I did write shirt, shorts, and sometimes sweats.
I win. That's 1 point on the board for Kael. Everything's coming up Millhouse, baby. Here we go. All right. Okay. Number 2. What is your favorite drink? So, what do you think my favorite drink is, Daniel-san?
Oh, well, it's tough because that's very broad. I'm gonna go alcoholic here because I feel like that's
I did
a
alcoholic,
solid.
yeah. Alcoholic.
I feel like that's a solid way to. Oh, I did not do alcoholic.
Oh, you fucking slut! That
Okay,
destroys my entire
all right,
guess.
You know what? No. I do have an alcoholic one. I'll write it down.
Okay.
Okay. Let me write it down so I can't change it.
If we're going non-alcoholic, fucking.
Okay. Alcoholic. I wanted to say Fireball. I feel like that's a solid guess.
Actually, that's not correct.
The thing is, yeah. See, I don't. You always talk about Fireball. I don't remember you ever talking about too much else.
I like Fireball because it's cheap. They give it out for $1 a shot on Fridays at my Friday club. So.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, $1 Fireball shots. Like I said, I was 10 shots deep in Fireball that one time.
Shots are way too expensive at the bar that I go to.
Exactly. I think with recession prices and the Canadian tariffs, they're probably not going to be doing it anymore. So I think maybe like this Friday or next Friday, I'm gonna go and we're gonna find out. And if they've made it too expensive, then shit out of luck. Anywho, no, my favorite drink that I've written down here is a painkiller. I think I've told you about that one before.
I don't believe I remember that.
It's coconut cream, Malibu rum, orange juice, and pineapple juice.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Interesting. Curious.
My guess for you is Fireball.
No, that's not what I wrote.
What did you write down?
I wrote Long Island. I love Long Islands.
They're called Long Island iced teas.
I know, but you get what I'm saying.
Because now it sounds like you're drinking the entire island of Long Island.
I think that you're smart enough to fill in the blanks, and you were. So
precision matters, Danny. Details matter in an investigation.
That's what they tell you.
Details matter.
Well, if you're wrong either way, so I don't know why it matters that much to you.
Kill yourself. Number 3, favorite movie. I think I know this one.
The problem is, I have in my mind a guess for you. It's just, I'm assuming it's a Star Wars movie. I just don't know which one, and I don't really.
There's like 12 to guess from, Danny.
That's the problem, right?
You were able to guess that Obi-Wan Kenobi was my favorite Star Wars character. I think you can figure it out.
Okay, your favorite Star Wars movie, of course, is
if you get this right, I'm gonna be pretty impressed.
Episode 4. You love episode 4. That's your favorite episode.
Nope. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it is a Star Wars though. Half a point.
I'm not giving you half a point for that.
Give me half a point. I'm behind.
Sucks to suck, doesn't it?
How is it fair that you choose a movie from a series?
I know your favorite movie has fucking Ryan Reynolds in it, but
well, what is it? What's my favorite movie?
I think it's The Proposal.
It's not The Proposal. I can't believe you don't remember.
Wait. No,
No, you don't get another guess. You can guess again. You won't get a point though.
Shut up.
You're just looking at Ryan Reynolds movies right now. I know exactly what you're doing.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You're not getting a point for this. You're not. There's no way you're getting a point
for this because I'm gonna get
No,
it right.
you already got it wrong.
I'm gonna get it right.
Can I just keep guessing too?
Fuck.
No,
you're not.
Can I just keep guessing? Okay, well if I don't get to keep guessing, you don't get to keep guessing. That's not how it works. No.
It's not the change up. Oh, it might be newer than The Proposal, actually. No, it can't be newer than The Proposal. Because you were... it was... Is it Just Friends?
It is Just Friends.
I got it!
No, you didn't.
2 points for Kael.
No, there's not 2 points for Kael. It's 1 point for Kael.
The Proposal wasn't a serious guess. That was my real guess.
No, you said the proposal.
Scott's Lock of the Week is.
You said
proposal. Not the proposal. It's Just Friends. It's just.
No, you said for the proposal.
No, it's Just Friends.
You got it wrong. You don't get a second
real
chance.
Real Kael fans will know. I'm gonna win either way.
Don't say real Kael fans would know. That's
real Kael fans will know. Real Kael heads will.
What's your favorite episode?
You can fucking guess.
Is it?
All right,
I don't know any of the movies.
Since I got it on the second one, I'll give you this. I'll give you a limited time offer. If you get it on the second one, like I got it on the second one, you can get a point. But if I get it on the second one and you don't get it on the second one, then I get a point.
Let me just look up the Star Wars movies. I don't even remember all them.
So you can be 1-2, or you can be 0-1. Either way.
There's so many fucking movies in this series.
I literally told you there were 12.
There's too many movies.
I think there's about to be 13 here in a year or two.
Your favorite movie is Revenge of the Sith.
Nope. All right, I win. I win. I get another point. I get a point because I got it on the second. So it's 2-0. Okay.
No, it only counts the
No,
first.
it's 2-0 because
It
you
only
didn't.
counts the first. You can't just give yourself
No,
like
because
yes.
you didn't
And you
guess.
cheated and you looked up the movie list as well. That's 100% not
How is
fair.
that cheating? I just am remembering Ryan Reynolds movies. That's not cheating. You looked up the
No,
Star Wars
no,
movies and
no,
you still
no.
didn't get it right on the second. So if I get it right on the second, but you didn't get it right on the second, I win. So it's 2-0.
No, it's
It's
1-0.
2-0. We're moving
It's
on.
1-0.
What actor would play you in a movie? All right. What actor would play me in a movie, Danny?
I have no fucking clue. I don't know actors that well. I also don't know what actors you like. If I had to guess,
They're about my age.
I don't. That's unhelpful. Our boy Jack Black would play you 100%.
I am Kael.
There you go. See, I can see it. Don't you see a vision?
No, bad choice.
Mm-hmm.
They got to be around my age. Come on.
I'm okay. Let me think of somebody who's around your age.
Like if I died now and they made a movie about me, he would have to be around my age.
The only people that I know that are like young actors is like Timothy Chalamet. What is it? How old is like Glenn Powell? I feel like he's a little older.
I'm flattered you think Glenn Powell looks enough like me that you could.
No,
have
I'm just
him.
trying to think. I'm just trying to think of young actors. I don't know a lot
Define
of young
young.
actors.
Glenn Powell's like 40.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, it's
Yeah,
just because
he's 36.
in my mind, it's just because I saw him in a movie recently, and I'm just like, oh, all actors are young nowadays. That's not how that works. So Tom Holland and Timothy are the only two people I can think of that are like young actors that I know of. I'll say Timothy. It's 100% wrong, but I'll say Timothy.
It is
Why not?
100% wrong. You are right. Good job. It is 100% wrong.
I don't know. You're gonna say, I guess, say an actor I've never heard of before. So let's just hear
No,
it.
Finn Wolfhard. That's who would play me.
Let me see who this is.
He was in It as the
Finn
little Bill Hader. He was little Bill Hader.
Wolfhard.
He was in Stranger Things.
Never seen this any of the movies with this guy. I don't think.
He was in Smiling Friends.
Nope, never watched a single one of these movies that he's in.
You haven't seen fucking Stranger Things, Danny.
No, haven't seen Stranger Things, haven't seen It, haven't seen just about anything that he's in, unfortunatately.
Jesus
I'm
fucking
scrolling.
Christ. He
I'm
lives under a fucking
scrolling.
rock. I'm telling you, people.
Wait. I'm scrolling. No, it's getting more obscure. It's not helping.
He lives
No.
under a fucking rock, everyone.
I've seen his face before. I know that he's in Stranger Things. I never watched Stranger Things.
I think you're gonna pick Ryan Reynolds to play you in the movie because he's your favorite fucking guy. And he's like the only actor you know by name.
Is that your guess?
I think it would be a funny choice, and I think that's like the only actor you know by name. But I don't know. Maybe you'd say something like Tom Holland because apparently you know his name too.
Is that your guess?
And Tom Holland's also short, so I don't know.
Is that your guess?
I don't know any young sniveling coward actors that would really convey your character. Yeah, I feel like you would pick Ryan Reynolds, wouldn't you? You little fuck. You little son of a bitch. You would. You would, wouldn't you? You motherfucker. You cocksucker. I think it would be really funny if the whole movie, Ryan Reynolds was playing you, and then at the end of the movie, when they show like the real life photo of the real life person, and it just looks nothing like Ryan Reynolds. I think that would be really funny. Because, he's tall and handsome. And he was on Family Guy. Did you know he played himself on Family Guy?
You know who else played himself on Family Guy? That the one guy with gray hair. What's his name? He's from The Ranch and all the other movies.
Mayor West?
Sam Elliott.
Oh, he doesn't play himself. He plays the
I'm pretty sure
other
he plays
Mayor
himself.
West.
He plays himself on Family Guy. I'm pretty sure.
No, he plays other Mayor West. They go from Mayor Adam West to Mayor Wild West. God, it's like you've never even fucking watched Family Guy, you fucking asshole.
I've seen the clip. I didn't know. I thought that he was just playing himself though.
No, he's playing Mayor Wild West. He's Adam West's like brother or something.
Let's check the IMDb real quick.
Yeah,
Credits. Family
Mayor
Guy.
Wild West. He's the cousin of Mayor West. You idiot.
Wait, let me see. Oh. Oh dang. Episode guide 4.99. Wait, I did not.
What is the? How long does it take you to fucking Google something on fucking Google?
IMDb is difficult.
Starting in the episode Wild West, starting in the episode Wild Wild West, West's position as mayor of Quahog was assumed by the character's western rural cousin Wild West, who was voiced by Sam Elliott.
Oh, Wild Wild West? That's his name?
No, his name is Mayor Wild West.
It just says Wild Wild West here. Maybe that's his middle name too.
Yeah, and and this was back in 2017, and Carrie Fisher used to play Peter's boss, and when she died, they
but I like that guy. He's pretty cool. Anyways, that's what was your guess again? Did you say Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I put down on my list here.
What did you put down?
I put Jack Quaid.
Fuck you. Jack Quaid is way too handsome to play you. Also, I didn't know you knew his name.
I feel like after his performance in what's it called, the last couple of movies that I've seen him in, it would be perfect. You know what I mean?
No, he has too much riz. He gets bitches. Fuck you.
No, I like Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid, good guy.
Even though he's like a complete loser who only barely gets bitches, he still gets bitches.
Exactly.
So he's not you.
That's me.
So he's not you. I have definitive fucking evidence that you do not get bitches, Danny. Don't fucking bullshit.
I have in the past gotten said bitches.
No. Don't bullshit me. Danny, you wouldn't know what a woman looks like naked if you had a team of Harvard researchers, the greatest laboratory in the world, and a month.
I'm on hiatus right now, okay?
Bro,
by choice,
like that
by
uncle
choice.
who says he's between jobs. Bitch, between jobs, you had to have had a fucking job in the first place.
Okay, I'm between bitches right now. Okay, give me a second.
I love how you hesitated. That you were so like, oh, I don't know if I can say that. Oh my god, the B word. Oh no. Bitch. You fucking cuck, dude. You
So that's no points for you, unfortunately.
No points for you either, you fuck. All right, so 2-0.
Well, you named an actor.
Kael.
You named an actor that I never heard of.
2-0 Kael. All right. What is my go-to karaoke song? This is I will give you a hint. This is a trick question. I don't do karaoke, but this is the song that whenever I go to the club, I always bump the hardest to this song.
Oh my god, I don't know what songs you liking.
Have you ever been to a club before?
Club. I don't know if I've been to a club. I've been to lots of bars.
If you go to on my busiest party weekends, I will go to 2 clubs, right? And I usually stay from for I don't know, about 3-4 hours, right? 4 hours at the most. And for a combined total of about 4 to 6 hours of club time every weekend, right? I will tell you, you cannot go 4 to 6 hours at a club or at clubs without hearing this song. Or actually, if you get the artist right, if you get a different song by this artist, I'll give you credit for it.
100%. I don't know what you listen to. I'm just gonna throw out a bad, really wrong guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna say your favorite go-to song here is "Yeah" by Usher.
Oh my god, Danny.
What?
It was between yeah and DJ Got Us Falling in Love, but
Oh my god, let's
fuck,
go!
fuck, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, 2-1, 2-1. All right,
It
all
really
right.
1-1, but I'll say 2-1. Sure.
No, it's 2-1, but
I can't
goddamn, that was pretty
believe
good.
I pulled that. That's
It
crazy.
was yeah. What I wrote down is DJ Got Us Falling in Love, but fucking
That that was
yeah, it's
another
really
one I was
good.
thinking of, yeah, but
I was about to say, you know, you're on the right path when you were thinking about Jack Black and you were thinking about the Minecraft movie and you know, Creeper, oh man, you know,
oh,
fucking dude, I fucking love that song. I
they
fucking
should
love
have
that song,
they
dude.
should have had that as a line. It would have been such an easy cameo.
Yeah, that would have been a good fucking reference. He's like yeah, just like Jack Black, he's like, Creeper. Oh man. You know?
It would have been so easy. It would have been
It
so
would have been
easy.
so fucking easy, dude. You know, like maybe right before fucking Aquaman gets blown up, he's like, "Oh man, boom," you know. Or
I
maybe if they had done, you know, maybe like a TNT reference. There was altogether just not enough Captain Sparkles in that movie.
well,
Like,
he
come
did an
on.
interview for it, but he definitely should have been a part of it a little
He
bit
did an
more.
ad for it too, which is kind of cringe, you know. But anywho, all right, your go-to karaoke song. Fuck, 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 fuck.
I'll I'll tell you what. I wrote down an answer here, but I'll accept a different answer if you guess it as well.
Would the other answer be by the same artist, or is it just fucking only
No, it's
two
just
different songs?
it's just a different song.
Fuck. What is the song that you fucking sing all the time? Sometimes I'll get you in a mood when you're recording this podcast where you just sing fucking songs, and it really pisses me off. Ah, fuck. What was the last time that happened? What were you singing? That's the real fucking question. Hang on. Fuck. Oh man, this is gonna be impossible. This is gonna be
The
impossible.
I'm still absolutely like coming off of that great
The
guess of
soul
mine.
read, the fucking soul read. I'm still impressed with that. I'm still impressed that you got fucking Usher. God damn.
You said
That's
club, and I was like, I don't know. Usher.
it's good fucking club music, dude.
It
Fucking
is. It is good music.
you know, peace up, A Town Down. You know what I mean? You know, fucking we want a lady in the street but a freak in the bed. It's like, you know. Yeah, I know. I know every single fucking word from that ludicrous fucking verse. It's so good, dude. I fucking love that verse. Luda. Um fuck. Fuck. Is it Yeah by Usher?
I'll give you another guess because that's not it.
Is it DJ Got Us Falling in Love by Usher?
I do love Usher, but that's not it. I'm sorry.
Oh fuck. Can I have one more?
Yeah, you can have more.
Is it Burn by Usher?
How about you try one that's not Usher?
Is it Revenge by Captain Sparkles based on the hit song DJ Got Us Falling in Love by Usher?
Let me tell you, like 10 years ago, I knew all the words to all the Minecraft songs, and I would have done karaoke if I did karaoke back then. But unfortunately, that's not the answer.
Fuck. Is it Peaches from the Mario movie?
No, I'm gonna give you one final guess because
Is
I
it
feel like you're
Steve's
just
Lava Chicken? Because that is what you named yourself in the last episode. So I don't want
that's
to fucking hear it.
you know what? I'm gonna give you one real guess. One real guess. Like this is your
Fuck you.
final guess. All
Fuck
right, this is
you.
your
I don't want a
final
real
final
guess.
guess.
I don't want to give a real guess. I don't want to soul read you right now. I don't want to read your filthy fucking degenerate soul.
I'll tell you. I'm pretty sure you know both of these songs, and I have mentioned them before.
I'm sure. I'm sure you have. Oh, it's probably some musical bullshit. That's probably what it is. Honestly. Oh, it might be something from High School Musical. Fuck. Which one though? Which one? I think you're a High School Musical 1 purist. I know that you're a like you love 2 and 3, but you're a High School Musical 1 purist. I
No, I'm
think
actually I'm a High School Musical two purist. Really, two is the best one.
really,
Two's the best
really.
movie in my opinion.
Is it the one where it's like you're the music in me? Is it that one?
No, that's all right.
Is it Bet on It from where he's like on the golf course and he's like doing golf
Well,
course
are
shit?
are you trying to guess my favorite song or my karaoke
Your
thing?
karaoke song. Are you not
Because
doing karaoke?
my karaoke is not from the High School Musical. You got that wrong.
Are you sure? I feel like that's. I feel
I
like you
think
would
I
do
think
it.
you're done guessing. I think you're done guessing.
What is it? You fuck.
I had two answers here. I
What are
had
they?
Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
Oh fuck you.
My
Fuck
second
you.
option, my second option was I'm Just Kin.
Oh fuck. Well, I mean, of course you'd pick that one. I did such a good job on that. Okay.
You know, those are my two. You
Me
didn't
and
get either
Mark
one.
Ronson did so well on that song.
I know,
You
I
know, me,
know.
Ryan Gosling. You know, you never thank me for that, by the way. You never say thank you.
Yeah, but High School Musical 2 is a Bet on It and I Don't Dance. Those are the ones I like from that movie. Very
I
good song.
mean, I got pretty close. I did say bet on it. I did guess it. I
Yeah,
want half a
but
point for that. I want half a point
no,
for that.
the prompt was not my favorite song from High School Musical 2.
I feel like you would, if they had it at karaoke, you would do it.
Yeah, I would, but that's
So
not
I
starting.
won. I won.
But it's not
I
my
have.
go-to. Whenever you do a go-to, you know, it's the one that you bring to the karaoke place. Like you're like, I know I'm gonna sing this. If I just happen to see High School Musicals on the list, I'll do it. But it's not the one that I was thinking of beforehand. You know, it's not my go-to.
You can't sing Carrie Underwood.
No, the thing is, that's a great thing about that song though, is it's like one of those songs that like everybody knows. So I want to
Yeah,
get
and
something
everybody
specific.
knows that you can't sing it.
No, you see, I can't. I feel like I have to start the night with that one because I'm not gonna be able to work my way up to that. That's gonna
Danny,
run
who sings
waste.
that song? Who sings that song?
Carrie Underwood.
Let's keep it that way. Fucking got him. Fucking got him, chat.
Well, you were wrong.
He walked into it. He fucking walked into it. Oh my god. He walked straight into that shit like a fucking glass door. All right. So 2-1. I'm
Yeah.
giving you that Usher fucking soul read was pretty good. That was pretty good fucking soul read. I'm not even going to lie. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Dream vacation spot. You would be fucking anywhere cuz you're poor.
Yeah, I'd love to travel. Traveling sounds great.
So I win? I win. Okay, cool.
That's
Awesome.
not. No,
3-1. 3-1.
no. You had to
Epic.
guess the place that I put down on my list.
Literally outside of your house. Anywhere outside of your house.
That's not what I put on my list. I'm gonna give you a chance to guess, but you better take this seriously.
I'm still gonna win. I'm 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 gonna win. Well, you've been to Mexico. You've been to fucking
Never
Costa
been to
Rica.
Mexico.
Well, you've been to Costa Rica. Why would you want to go to Mexico?
Okay, sure.
Soul read time. Well, you've been to LA, right? You've been to California, and you've been to New York City.
Yeah.
I don't think Chicago's your dream vacation spot. I mean, it should be because it's great. It's better than
Well,
New
I've
York
also
and
been to
LA.
Denver and I've been to Florida as well. You know, if you want to just name all the places that I've been to.
Yeah. But you've only ever left the country one time, and that was to go to Costa Rica. So I think, I think our two spots are actually not that far apart. I think you're Italy. I think you're someplace in Italy.
Italy is the correct answer, of course.
All right, 3-1. There we go.
And
did you get more specific than that, or did you just say Italy?
I just put Italy because I want to go to all of Italy. If I wanted to be less specific, I could have just put Europe, but I was like, no, I want to make it a little bit
All right.
more specific
Go
to
ahead.
just Europe.
Go ahead. Keep in mind that I've already been to Italy. So if that's what you were gonna guess.
You really, really want to go back to you want to go to Germany.
Fuck no. I hate the Krauts.
You hate the Krauts? Well, now I
Yeah,
know.
my adopted brother knows that. I hate Krauts. No. Is that your final guess? I'll let you have one more.
Final guess. Okay. You really, really, really want to go. I'm trying to think. Do you go tropical or do you go more like for the culture? What are you traveling for? You know, that's we gotta get inside the mind
He's
of
trying to
Kael right
soul read
now.
me again. He's trying to soul read me again, chat.
Oh wait. You know what? It just all clicked in my mind all at once.
Let's hear it.
You want to go to Ireland?
No.
Ah,
All right. It's Sicily. Because I've been to Italy before, but I never went off the mainland. I want to go to Sicily.
Sicily is pretty nice. I want to go to all of Italy whenever I go. I'm hoping I can go for a couple weeks whenever I finally do go.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll go together. I don't know. Because I do want to. You were right when I said I want to go back.
I in my mind I was like it could just be Italy again, but I was like no, let
I
me.
thought about writing that. But I'm glad I didn't. Because now it's 3-1, baby.
Sicily is a bit more specific than I would have gotten though, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole island though. You know. But yeah. All right. Names of your two best friends. Uh,
This is a bit tough because I don't even know any of your friends that well, Kale.
yeah.
And
So
you like I know all your enemies though. You have tons of those.
dude, if you had a list of people who fucking the shorter list is who isn't my enemy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Kendrick Lamar, am I right?
Fucking kill yourself. Fucking die. I hate you. Fucking die. You've just joined the enemies list. You fuck. Die. I hate you. You fucking rat. You
So you,
absolute fucking rat.
you don't like that?
You're a fucking rat and I hate you. You're a fucking piece of shit rat and I hate you. 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 It's Andreas and me.
No, that's not what I wrote down here.
What'd you write then, you fuck?
I wrote Tony and you probably.
Damn, Andreas got the fucking shaft. That sucks. Alright, can I have half a point?
No, unfortunately, that's not how this game works.
Alright, then you're not getting half a fucking point for guessing fucking anything. Fuck you.
Well, the thing is, like, here's the problem. I'm gonna say myself is one of them, right? And if I'm right, then I would have just gotten half a point anyways, and we would just be tied anyways. So it doesn't matter.
So
And
it
the
doesn't...
second person, I'll say is Mo because I don't know any of your other friends that well.
We literally just talked about this on Saturday fucking night.
I know, but like like I said, I don't know them that well still.
Alright, make your other guess. Is Mo
said-
your final answer?
I said me and Mo.
Alright, no, it's you and Jacob.
Yeah, see, I don't know Jacob that well.
He's in our Discord server. He just doesn't talk a lot.
In the which one? Which Discord?
In the K Thugston Enjoyers. I think he's one of the mods.
I don't check that Discord that often though.
Yeah, I think I made him a mod, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I made him a mod. Yeah, he's one of my Discord mods. Yeah, he's great. We lived together in boarding school. He's like way older than me though. He's like I think he's 26. He's gonna be 27 this year actually. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. In a few months he's gonna be 27. Motherfucker. Yeah. So no points, 3-1. How many pillows do you use?
Now,
how many pillows do I use?
This is tough, right? Because I have a lot of pillows on my bed, but I don't
how many do you use?
all the pillows, right? So I only put the number of pillows that I actually use.
Yeah, as you were told to. Yes.
Right. I just want to make sure you're not gonna be mad, you know, if I say like, oh yeah, I have like 17 pillows on my bed, but I don't use them all.
I think you're maybe a 2 pillow kind of guy. I think you're 2.
2. Okay, so you're guessing first.
Yeah.
No, I use one pillow.
Okay. All right.
I use one pillow. It's a very nice pillow. I bought it a long time ago. It's a very fluffy pillow. But I do have extra pillows on my bed, to just in case, you never know when you're gonna have friends over.
Danny, you're never going to get another woman in your bed. I'm sorry. That's just not going to happen.
No, I said friends over. Like we're gonna watch movies, I don't want them to be laying on the bed, with no pillows.
Uh-huh. All right. Okay. Well, your turn.
You don't believe in pillows. Uh, no, that's not right. I think you use how many pillows? I'll say 2 pillows. 2 pillows, sure.
How do I use them?
That's not the
I
question.
wrote this down. I wrote it down.
Look, I'm assuming one's under your head, right? One's under your head.
Uh-huh.
I got you there. Now the second one, you can use it in 2 different ways, right? It's either gonna be in between your legs, because I've seen that before, or it's gonna be like beside you, right? Like if you lay on your side. I'm assuming you lay on your side.
Which side?
No, we're not doing
Which
that.
side do I sleep on, Danny? This is for bonus points. If you get this one right, I'll give you fucking 3 points. Which side do I sleep on?
I think you sleep on the left side.
Wrong. I have a deviated septum. I have to sleep on my right side. Get fucked. All right, it's 3-2.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite memory together. You guess first.
Okay. When's the movie? Are you coming back?
Fuck you, Dylan. Pill Dickle, stop interrupting.
Okay. What'd you say?
I said favorite memory together.
Wait, was I right or wrong?
You didn't guess.
No, I said 2 pillows.
Yes.
So I was right?
Yes.
Cool. Nice.
Guess your shit, asshole.
For
Favorite memory together.
Your favorite memory with me,
Yeah.
if I had to guess, it's probably something that I don't like as much. But I'm trying to think of what that would be. Probably causing me pain in some way. But when was that?
When wasn't that, Danny? Come on. Do me more credit. Give me more credit than that.
Maybe your favorite memory is my favorite memory too,
Well, guess it. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna say your favorite memory
Which
is obviously Gex Vodson.
Gex Vodsend is a strong choice. I don't know if I would consider it my favorite though.
Unfortunate.
I don't know if what I wrote is my favorite memory either, looking back, but I had to write something. But I wrote first podcast episode together. I think that was a pretty good one. I also would have written the one we did with Satchel. That one was good.
Well, is it just favorite podcast? I didn't.
No, it's the
I didn't know
favorite memory together. But I think our favorite memory together is when we first started this thing 3 fucking years ago.
That is a good one. That is a good one. But I'm curious what your favorite memory is, because like I said, I like to get Gex Vods, and I think that's a very solid guess.
No, that's what I wrote down. Is our first podcast episode together. That's what I wrote down. It's our favorite memory.
For you or for me?
For me.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guess now. You guess.
I think. I think it was before I went to boarding school. I think that's what you would say. Am I correct?
No, it's not before you went to boarding school.
Really?
Those were good times. I was thinking a little bit more recent. I was thinking Star Wars quiz.
Oh, is that your favorite? Is that what you wrote down?
Okay, I'll meet you. Say it one more time.
Is that what you wrote down? Is that fucking Tom Selleck? Is that your favorite memory?
Yeah, see, that was my favorite.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. It was a good fucking answer. That was one of the funniest things that's ever happened on my channel. I'll fucking admit that. All right, 3-2. All right. How do you relax after work?
Am I guessing first?
I want to guess first because I think I know. You
Okay.
make your food and then you immediately start playing fucking Xbox, and it's usually, or I won't say usually, but it's like a plurality of the time it's Balatro. So make yourself food and play Balatro.
Most of the time I don't eat as soon as I get home. I also don't hop on the game immediately. Most of the time I'm on my phone. I watch a show. I will sometimes get on the game, but most of the time I like to just kind of like dress into my casual clothes instead of my outside clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Put on like a nice show, relax for a bit, and then after I like kind of like I watch my show for like 10 minutes or something like that. Then I'm like, okay, let's make some food, let's eat, let's play a game, that sort of thing.
All right.
I
I'll
I
take that.
will I'll give you an opportunity to guess what show though. If you want, this is like extra credit.
2 years ago it was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think you've probably worked your way through that though.
Well, I will say it is a show that I have rewatched a couple times.
I don't think it's Community, but I think Community would be a good guess. I think you would admit that Community is a good guess.
It is a good guess. I need to rewatch a couple of different shows, but it's not Community. It's not Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'll give you one more chance though. Which would you?
I don't think it's Arrested Development either, even though that's also a good guess.
Okay, so what's your guess?
It's something comedy. It's not something that's still going. So it's not What We Do in the Shadows. It's already over. I don't know. You do like Atla a lot. You do love yourself some Atla. But I don't know if it's Atla. Hang on. What shows do you reference a lot? That's the real question.
The thing is, I love referencing shows. The problem is that I don't like referencing it around people that don't know it, because then then it's awkward. Nobody gets the references. That's why I don't reference it as much as I'd like to.
So, do I get it? Do you make references about it around me?
You would get it, I think.
So, what's something you reference a lot? Motherfucker. This one's hard. When did you start rewatching it?
I just finished it recently.
You just finished what?
I just finished the show again recently.
Just finished the show again recently. It's one you keep coming back to. It's live action, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you that. It's live action.
All right, it's live action. It's not animated. It's comedic, I'm sure. It's not The Office. You're not basic enough for that. It's not Parks and Rec either. I wish I could see your face, because I could fully coax it out of you by looking at your face.
I'm sure you could, but too bad you can't.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna fucking get it. Motherfucker.
You know what? Actually, I think that... Let me remember. I believe it was an episode not too long ago that we were talking about something there where he did reference it.
Fuck.
I don't want to tell you exactly what we were talking about. It might be too obvious of a hint.
Oh, man. What was our fucking... Hang on. Hang on. Doing a deep dive. Holy fuck. Fuck. Um. Uh. Well, it's not invincible.
You're not gonna find it from the descriptions, I'm sure. It's probably just like a thing that you said in the middle of the episode.
Fuck. I can't get it. I can't get it. And I'm gonna feel like an idiot when you say it too.
This is the bonus points. Don't worry, you already got the question wrong.
Come on. All right. Fucking say it. Let's hear it.
The answer is How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, you bitch. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. I should have fucking guessed that. God
I
damn
love
it.
that show. It's one of my. It's like
I
probably
was
my
just
favorite
watching
show.
fucking clips of it earlier today too. It was fucking. It should have been fresh in my fucking mind too. God
I
damn
love
it.
that show. I just finished it for the third time. I'll probably rewatch it again, like in a month or two, or like in a couple weeks maybe.
Would you say that it was Legend?
Wait for
Gary?
it.
Would you say that? Would you say that, Danny? Would you say
Yeah.
that?
Also, I really, after watching the show, I really do think that Wait for It is a good middle name.
It is. It. Yeah. I'll give you
It-
$10 if you name your firstborn child that. If you can convince a woman to have sex with you.
Yeah, I'd have to convince her to also go for that name as well. I think
No,
it's
you just fill it out while she's on the fucking. She's recovering. You just fill it out while she's doing that.
Yes, yes. She'll never know.
Yeah, it's like when Peter named it, Megatron, robots in disguise. You know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly. So the middle name will be Wait for It. That's a good. It really is a good middle name. It really
Yeah,
is.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
You gotta like say it right though. You gotta get the
Uh-huh.
timing down for that. But imagine like in elementary school, they were like, Danny, wait for it, Eden.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That would go hard, and I'd be like, here I am.
No, you'd make him wait for it. You'd make him say it a few times, and then you'd be like, "Here," because you're making him wait for it.
I'd be like, wait for it's my middle name, and
Exactly.
there's so many
Literally.
good.
Literally.
There's so many things that you could do with a middle name like that.
So many good bits. So many good bits. All right. How do I relax after work?
Well, I have two, three different ideas, but I'm trying to think. I want to say something that I know that you do. I don't think that you do it all the time. Is you drink every now and then.
No, I'm
But I
too
don't know if
cheap for that. I'm too
I
cheap
don't
for
know.
that.
I don't know if that. I feel like that's not like an everyday thing though. So that wouldn't. If we're talking about like everyday things,
Yeah.
you're. I would say. Well, okay. So you say when you get off of work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like for you, does that mean like when you get home from school, or does that mean like whenever you aren't streaming, or do you consider like streaming like more
I'll say
work or more?
when I get home from school usually. Like when I'm like done for the day. Yeah.
Right? Because like my thought was that you stream, but I didn't want you to be like, well, technically that is my work, and then
No, I won't be a dick like that. No.
yeah, I would say streaming or hanging out with your dog or my kind of my go-tos.
Way simpler than that. Danny,
No, it's more
it is
simple.
2 words. It is 2 words, Danny. It is pants off.
You see, that's kind of like what mine was too. I said like get dressed and then watch a show, but
Pants off.
I was thinking a little bit further than the pants off, but I did forget about the pants off. That is my
Pants
bad.
off. No pants. And now that Mo's gone, especially no pants.
No pants, no pants.
I mean, we were kind of a no pants household anyway, but now I'm really no pants. You know what I mean?
You see, I'm a shorts around the house kind of person. That's me.
I
Or
could walk
sweats
around with
whenever
my
it's
fucking
hot.
dingaling out all fucking day. And that was before he left. Got him, baby, got him, baby, baby. Um, but yeah, no, I fucking pants off is what I said. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it appears.
That I won.
Yes, it appears that you won. I also found out recently from Dylan interrupting here that I do not have a ride to the movies, so I'm gonna have to I'm going to have to drive myself, I guess. Very sad.
All right.
Trying to save on gas a little bit.
All right. You want to how about this? How about this? You say your part of the outro right now. You just say the you being highly successful. Just say it now and I'll pretend to do the big red button with you. How about that? And I'll just do my impression of you, okay?
Well, no, I got some time. They're like,
No, it's okay. It's okay. I think this will be fun.
but like they know what the bit is.
No, it's gonna be great. Well, I mean, of course they were gonna know what the bit is. I can't do an impression of a sniveling coward that well. You
Well,
know?
aren't they hearing this part of the podcast
No,
right now?
they're not. They're not hearing this at all. They're gonna forget it in like 2 seconds. Okay, watch. Watch.
And
So just
I'm
say,
highly successful.
all right, perfect.
Thanks
All
for
right,
watching.
all right, now fuck off. Fuck off. Now it's time for me to do this. Okay. Let me get in character real quick. Let me get in character. Okay. So, all right, Danny. Danny, who's obviously still here. Here's my big red button. Is if you push this, you become, my servant for life. But, no, there's no but. Actually, you just become my servant for life. Hi, I'm Danny, and I would totally push this button because I have no free will and I'm a sniveling loser coward. And Kael is the only reason that I live, and the only reason I get out of bed in the morning is because I want to make him happy and please him because I'm a loser. Oh well, Danny, thank you. I'm glad you. I admire your honesty.
Oh, hey guys, it's me, Jack Quaid, filling in for Danny here.
Fuck you. You are not Jack Quaid. Fuck off. Fuck off. Are we gonna have to have a handsome off? Ryan Gosling versus Jack Quaid? Are we gonna have to fucking?
Hey, it's me, Jack Quaid here, guys. What's going on here with this big red button?
Hey, I didn't really like the scene where you like got sexually assaulted in season 3. It was or season 4. It was kind of cringe. Where you sat on the cake, bro. That's kind of cringe, bro.
Yeah, season 4, man, that I filmed that forever ago. Let's talk about my new movie Novocaine in theaters now.
I don't think it is in theaters anymore. The movies are not in theaters for very long, Jack.
Well, like
unless it's a big movie like Barbie, which I was in, me, Ryan Gosling.
Wait. As I double check to see if my movie
I'm just
Novocaine.
Ken and I'm enough. And I'm great at doing stuff.
Yeah, see guys, you can see Novocaine in theaters actually, no, you know what? You might be right. Wait a minute. Oh wait,
I'm
no.
always right. I'm Ryan Gosling.
It's not your local theater, but it is at the theater a little farther away from you at 9:45 p.m. tonight. So,
dude, Danny, do you know how far away that is from me? That's like an hour away. I'm not going an hour away to see Novocaine.
Guys, watch my movie Novocaine, which is like a really cool action comedy movie, and I won't tell you all the gimmick, but it's pretty cool.
Is the gimmick that you're a huge nepo baby?
No, that's not the gimmick in this movie. That's the gimmick in like all my movies combined. That's not the gimmick that I'm talking about though right now.
I guess. How do you feel about that Danny guy? He's kind of cringe, isn't he?
After I heard that he would chose me to be his like person who would play him, I'm like, wow, what an honor. That guy seems pretty cool. I heard he's highly successful. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
I kind of just let him have that because I can't be incredibly influential and highly successful. You know what I mean? Then that's just greedy. But I am Ryan Gosling, so you could say that I am both incredibly influential and highly successful.
Hi, Ryan Gosling. I'm Jack Quaid. How are you?
We
doing?
already established
you.
this.
I loved you in that movie with Margot Robbie. That was a good movie.
I loved you in that movie where you were in the movie and you were Dennis Quaid's son.
You know what? I also love that movie. Y'all should watch it in theaters, a little far away from you, at 9:45 p.m. tonight.
What if it's already 9:45 for them? What if they're listening to this at 9:45? They missed their fucking chance.
All right, guys. So for y'all out there where time zones are weird, That's 4 hours from now, so you got some time to pack up, prepare, maybe drive an hour out there. You know what I mean? So as soon as you hear this, buy your tickets to Novocaine. You're gonna be supporting me, Jack Quaid.
All right. Here's a big red button for Jack Quaid from Ryan Gosling.
Yes, of course.
People stop calling you a nepo baby, but the only roles you can do are animated. You can never show your face on screen ever again.
I'd have to decline. I don't really not mind being called a nepo baby. You know what I mean? Because I'm getting the roles. And that's less roles for me if I'm not in live action.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Fair. But anyhow, my name is Ryan Gosling, and I'm Kael, and I'm incredibly influential.
And I'm Jack Quaid, filling in for Danny, and I'm highly successful.
But also, we have to do the other outro stuff. But let's do it. Here we go. Actually, you know what? We rarely ever have Jack Quaid on. How about we have Jack Quaid do the outro? Do
All
the
right,
honors, Mr.
guys.
Quaid.
I'm a little new here, guys, so forgive me if I get a couple of these things
What, you
wrong.
haven't listened to all the other 149 episodes?
Well, I recently, like I said, just heard that Danny wanted me to be a part of this episode.
Did you
It was
not
very
listen to
last
them on
minute.
like 16 times speed to catch up?
Well, on my way over here, I listened to like one, but I want to try my best. All right, y'all make some good stuff. Anyways, if y'all want to, follow us on our socials, we have a whole bunch of them. We're on Twitter. We're
not
on
on Twitter.
Instagram.
You fucked it
We're
up
on
so
Tumblr.
fast. You fucked it up so fast, Jack Quaid. You
We're
nepo baby son of a bitch.
We're on
You nepo baby
Discord.
motherfucker. We're not on
We're
Discord.
we're on Reddit.
We're not on Reddit.
We're on Blue Sky.
We are on Blue Sky.
We're on Instagram. Did I already say that one? I'll say it again.
We are
Instagram.
on Instagram, yes.
We're on X.
We're not on
We're on,
X isn't
we're
real.
on
What are you talking
we're
about?
on Y.
Why are you still breathing, you fuck?
We're on MySpace.
No.
We're on Friendster.
What?
We're on Book Talk, and we're on TikTok.
You're just making things up now.
And that friend of yours that you haven't talked to in a while,
we're on him.
You can contact us through him as well.
Yeah. You know that guy that you haven't talked to in a while?
Yeah, he's also one of ours. So you can get through us through him.
One of ours. What does that mean, Jack Quaid? What does that mean?
Well, I'm like I said, like this. I'm new to this, right? But I'm assuming you'll have employees here, right?
No, that implies we pay people. Fuck that.
Interns, my bad. Interns.
Yes, prisoners with jobs, we like to call them.
Yes, of course. So that guy that you haven't talked to in a while, he's our intern. You talk to him, he'll relay it to us.
He'll give you the hookup. Don't you worry.
But like I said, I gave you those other like 20 different options, so just any of those.
You didn't
work.
give the one that we actually want them to follow on.
Oh yeah, Twitch, YouTube.
No, yes, we are on YouTube, but no, fucking Patreon, dummy.
Oh yeah, OnlyFans, Patreon.
Fuck off! We're not on fucking OnlyFans yet. We can't. The flying back and forth would be really, really expensive, and I don't think we'd make enough money from OnlyFans to subsidize that, even if it would be a business expense.
All right, guys. So now you have like 25 different options. All right, just any of those.
We're on Patreon. Join our $3 tier to hear part 1 as soon as it's being edited. But join our $5 tier for access to the whole episode early and ad free. All of our episodes are early and ad free over there. Plus, we also have all our movie commentaries available for our $5 tier. So definitely go check that out. It's a great bargain. You also get cool discount for our merch store. The merch store link is down in the description. Go check it out. It's pretty cool. We got some cool designs there. They look really good. We've even got some merch coming up to celebrate our upcoming Alaska trip, and it looks pretty cool. I've got some shirts from that right now, and they actually look really awesome. So yeah, anywho, very cool. Anywho, Yep, social media. We're Threads, Instagram, YouTube, Blue Sky. Check us out there. We're at IIHS Podcast on all those. Go check us out. It's pretty cool. Content, topic suggestions, general updates, Q&A, that sort of thing. It's the best place to go to reach us. We try and have all these episodes out on YouTube the same day. I think we will. Yeah, we will. We will this time. We should have no issues with that. All right. We love you. We'll talk to you next week. I'm Ryan Gosling. I'm also Kael, and I'm also incredibly influential.
Yes, and I'm Jack Quaid, and I just want to mention, with every purchase of merch, we will play in the club at your club. So, thank you. See you and good night.
All right. Bye. Love you. Goodbye.